an Italian delicacy on the menu. I'll give you a simple, quite simple, but a special recipe, one of the tops of the Italian cuisine. In the meantime, let's walk in the streets to digest the pasta. We've already had it for lunch and I want to share the original, authentic recipe of the pasta with pesto sauce. It takes only 5 minutes to prepare it. Quick, easy, but extraordinary. The word of pesto literally means dip sauce, so this is a sort of basil dip sauce. Traditionally, it's prepared by crushing the ingredients with a pestle in a mortar, and of course the traditional method doesn't take 5 minutes. I use a food processor and the result doesn't change. The exact name of the sauce is pesto alla genovese, that means Genoa-style pesto. Genova is a port city in northern Italy, you know, the hometown of the Genoese in the history. Pesto alla Genovese is said to date back to that period. What are the ingredients? Fresh basil leaves, pine nuts, extra virgin olive oil, salt, garlic and Parmesan cheese. Parmesan cheese, I mean the grated Parmesan cheese, and the ingredients are quite common. Even the Parmesan cheese today, it can be found in almost everywhere in big supermarkets. Italians take food seriously, you know. They have a consortium for pesto alla genovese. They can't stand with sophisticated versions of this sauce. So the recipe that I'm giving you is the officially authentic recipe of pesto alla genovese. Here it is for 3 or 4 servings. 60 grams of fresh basil leaves, half a glass of extra virgin olive oil, 1 tablespoon of pine nuts, 2 cloves of garlic, 6 tablespoons of grated Parmesan cheese, 2 tablespoons of grated pecorino cheese. If you can't find the pecorino cheese, pecorino romano I mean, use 8 tablespoons of grated Parmesan. A little salt, not much because the cheese is already salty. By the way, this sauce is suitable for storing in the freezer as well. Let's start with the basil. In Italy, the basil leaves are big and vivid green. However, any sort of green basil would be fine. After washing and drying the basil leaves, we must immediately put them in the food processor, because basil is an easily oxidated plant. While the pasta is boiling, you can start preparing the sauce. First basil, and then we add the other ingredients in the food processor. I mean half glass of extra virgin olive oil, pine nuts, cheese, garlic and salt. Once you make pesto sauce, you can taste it to decide how much salt to add. We run the food processor. We shouldn't run it for long. Press shortly. It shouldn't have a soup consistency. I mean, it shouldn't be liquid. Well done, it's already blended. We take the sauce in a bowl. In the meantime, the pasta is ready. In the hometown of pesto alla genovese, usually they use fresh trophie pasta type. In Genova, a few pieces of green bean is added to the pasta as well. And apart from the fresh trophie, other common pasta types for this sauce are spaghetti, fusilli or linguine. Pay attention on the boiling time of the pasta. You know, it is indicated on the package. It should be al dente. It's always wondered how Italians stay slim eating pasta all the time. This is one of the secrets, the boiling duration. The more you boil the pasta, the more glycemic index of carbohydrates increases. A high glycemic index means putting on weight. And also, the al dente cooked pasta is more suitable with the body enzymes during the digestion. This is the authentic pasta with pesto alla genovese. And although the preparation takes 5 minutes, it looks like an elaborated dish. You know, the splendor of simplicity.